put it into gear and start heading south. Today, we're in Chambersburg, visiting a brewery that proudly makes beer-flavored beer. Welcome to GearHouse Brewing Company.
Occupying a former Civil War railhouse, GearHouse Brewing Company brings it all to Chambersburg. Good beer, exciting events, and tributes to the town's storied history. Even an on-site Hopyard symbolizes their dedication to buying and serving locally and seasonally, all with the community in mind. We'll sit down with head brewer David Kozlowski and learn more about where GearHouse has been and where they're going next.
I'm with David. He's one of the owners of GearHouse. How did you all start GearHouse?
So we are formed by 6 owners, 3 married couples. Coincidentally, I was the one in the alcohol manufacturing field. We scored this amazing building in December of 2015. We did all of the build out for ourselves, and we opened in December of 2016.
So why the name GearHouse? Where did that come from?
The 6 of us were having a business meeting, and we were just literally spitballing back and forth. I don't think any of us actually recall who said it first, and we lapsed over it a couple of times and then kind of circled back around. GearHouse to us is kind of a multi-entendre definition because all of us kind of met over beer and bikes and good food in the first place, but then also the history of the building being related to the local train as well as the local history of Chambersburg because the train was very important to the town, ultimately, of course, during the Civil War as well. So there's a lot going on with all of that. And then also I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps. So gear has a whole nother issue and meaning from that realm as well. But to each of us, it has kind of its own special meaning.
What do you think you all are known for?
Our personal private in-house motto, I would say, is beer-flavored beer. When we first started, I still remember a conversation with Bill Kovaleski from Victory about we wanted to make beer-flavored beer instead of glitter beer and fruity beer and all of these other off-the-wall flavors and ideas and themes. We have dabbled in some of those things over the years, but I would say that we dominate when it comes to beer-flavored beer.
So I'm drinking Oktoberfest.
Yes, you are. It's that time of year.
Delicious. What are you drinking?
I am drinking my favorite, which is our Ninja Boots IPA. This guy actually won a 2nd place ribbon at the last Pennsylvania Farm Show Beer Award. We had another one that was a blue ribbon too, and a 3rd one that was another 2nd place ribbon as well.
I noticed when I was coming in that you all have a Hopyard. What made you want to start doing that?
Well, we got lucky because the property in total is about 2 acres. So we had all of this green space and not really much planned for it. We decided, especially starting off with a small 5-barrel system, having a few hop plants would not only add to the decor, but also add to our ingredients. So hyper-local, we were able to use those in a few batches. We did a couple of wet hop fresh pale ales.
So besides here at the brewery, where else can people find your beer?
So we have a couple of accounts. Some of our bigger locations, the West Shore Farmers Market is an indoor year-round farmers market, and we have a permanent booth there that has been there longer than any other brewery that's been there before. And our newest venture, hopefully next month, we start our new bakery, Standard by GearHouse. Easy, fast carry-out pastries, some breakfast sandwiches, obviously coffee, tea, and then kombucha. And then we're hopefully spinning it up to be making enough bread for sales to the public as well as bread to accommodate our kitchen here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Head downtown and discover some more of Chambersburg's history. The Franklin County Jail, now simply known as the Old Jail, was built in 1818. Now home to the Franklin County Historical Society, you can tour the original cell blocks, dungeons, and exercise yard. But just to warn you, it's not for the faint of heart.
So now we are at the Franklin County Historical Society. We're talking with Deb and Hannah. Can you all tell us a little bit about the history of the building?
This was the Franklin County Jail from 1818 until 1970. It was in operation for 152 years. It is the oldest operating jail at the time in Pennsylvania.
Now it is the Franklin County Historical Society, so we are dedicated to sharing the history of this area with the people of this area and then also tourists and visitors to Chambersburg. It's just a community space, but also telling the history and the story in a purposeful way. So it's a museum. It is both the history of incarceration in Franklin County and the history of Franklin County as a whole. So as you guys go through the tour, you'll see the rooms will be split, kind of the jail side, and then here's some history that we put in this room at the same time.
Is the museum haunted?
Yeah, of course. Yes, we've also had paranormals come in here and do some investigation, and they have felt a presence. We've had hangings in this jail, not only in the gallows, but in a cell. So there is a lot of feeling in the jail.
I can feel it. Thanks for watching this episode of Cheers PA Beer Tours. Make sure to follow us online and socials and let us know where you want us to go next. Cheers, PA. I'm with David. He's one of the owners of GearHouse. David, how did you all start GearHouse?
Excellent question. Good morning, by the way, Hannah.
We have beer.
We have beer, yeah. Cheers for beer. That's how we got into this place in the first place.